Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Denver Broncos. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Goff. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Gone. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Dugan. Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff, Swift running to the left. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Broncos 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on third down, Dugan. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give, this is Cook. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Julian Okwara there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dugan. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. This will be caught. Judy, the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Denver.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run. Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 7, Broncos 0.
On 3rd down, Dugan eluding the pressure right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. This is Swift on the counter. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
From the 50, it's gone. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him out.
Under pressure, they got him again. Julian Okwara in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Swift. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. A shotgun snap for Gong. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Pass for 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift, and Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
17. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic.
Goff on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Dugan. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Back to throw. Dugan. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 24, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Whoa. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, keep it up.
Out of the gun. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Check. Crunch. Value three. Turbos up.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming.
Goff now looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brown. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Goff throwing again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Dugan. This one swung out to Williams.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Lions' 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Dugan. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, Dugan. That's caught left side by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Dugan. He's got Burton here. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Julian Okwara able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll decide to keep this once more. Space to run past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember when the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And now here's another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go option to the short side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here we go, sack. Drop on 80. Watch the pass. Check it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Watch 18.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Goff. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Now Goff on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, Cook. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he loses the football the 2nd time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to